welcome here for SmackDown. We're in Sacramento, California tonight, and here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion, Io Sky. So, of course, she will defend her title against Charlotte Flair 1 week from tomorrow at Backlash, and tonight she's here to confront the #1 contender for her title. And we have a lot going on tonight. Later, Daniel Bryan will take on Shinsuke Nakamura. Rhea Ripley will, of course, be out again to confront, or what she thinks to confront, Bianca Belair. Gunther and LA Knight will team up to take on Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. And in our main event, Bronson Reed will take on Braun Breaker in a non-title match. And here comes the #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair. Again, like I said, these two will face off 1 week from tomorrow at Backlash.
When did you play Backlash again?
Pittsburgh.
No, from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Do we want to say where we're gonna put every single location till Backlash? This is only 3 more shows. Tonight, Raw, next SmackDown, then we're in then we're in Pittsburgh.
And we'll be back after this.
All right, okay, I'm just gonna lay it down straight. You're inexperienced. You don't even have close to the resume I do. I mean, I'm the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and there's not even a debate. You basically are inexperienced. You get lucky every defense, and you're just like not that good of a wrestler. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been told I was inexperienced by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair as well, and what happened? I beat them both. And yeah, you do have the most impressive resume in the history of women's wrestling, but that doesn't matter. Ultimately, when it comes down to the ring, you will lose at Backlash, and that is a promise I can keep, Charlotte Flair.
Don't even know how to cut a promo. You don't know how to do anything. You think that was a good freaking?
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm telling you how it is. I want people to underestimate me more, because that's how I keep my title longer. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley were sure they could beat me individually, and neither of them could. And you're no different.
The difference with me and Bianca, and with me, and then Bianca and Rhea, the only reason why you even beat them is because they were focused on you. They were focused on
each other, really?
They were not focused on you. I'm focused on you.
Yeah.
I've
heard the story from both of them. Yep. I knew what you were gonna say before you even said it. But there's still 8 days until Backlash, and when that day comes, on July 19th, you will see who Io Sky really is, Charlotte. And Io felt a little bit insulted, but she's been underestimated several times. Don't doubt her again. Charlotte might make that same mistake in 8 days from tonight at Backlash.
No, Charlotte is right. Rhea and Bianca were not fully focused on Io Sky. So what does that come into effect, or does Io still retain the title against one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair?
Here on SmackDown, it's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan. Bryan wants to prepare himself for his match versus Breaker next Saturday at Backlash. And he looks to take on Shinsuke next here on SmackDown. And here comes Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Daniel Bryan, two kings of the mat, and they should be putting on a good match here in Sacramento.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
And we'll be back in just a moment. And here comes the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Daniel Bryan.
And his opponent from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds.
Of course, he will take on Braun Breaker at Backlash. But tonight, he looks to have a little scrap match here with Shinsuke Nakamura. Bryan made his return to challenge Braun. And it started off just as a friendly rivalry until Braun and Bryan teamed for the tag titles against Team Angle, and Bryan accidentally attacked Braun Breaker by striking him with a knee when it was intended for Julius Creed, and now it's a little bit personal.
So Bryan.
So yeah, now Bryan and Braun not in the best. Don't have the best terms right now, thank you.
No, bad terms.
Yeah, blanked there for a second. Anyways, Nakamura and Bryan here on SmackDown.
In Sacramento.
And Bryan, hits Nakamura. Of course, these two fought back in Japan. They met a couple times here back in 2021 when Daniel Bryan had his last run in WWE or PWG, and then of course had a little bit of a run in AEW, where he would of course take on stars like Kenny Omega, MJF, Chris Jericho, who's former WWE name, and many more. And there's a knee there. And Nakamura now kick to the back of Daniel Bryan, yep, also known as Jon Moxley. And now Bryan. Oh, countered. Nakamura with a clothesline. And Nakamura in his past years here, he of course won a Royal Rumble about 8 years ago. He's a multiple-time Intercontinental and U.S. champion. He's competed in Money in the Bank matches as well.
Of course, his biggest rival of his career is Daniel Jones and AJ Styles.
Yep.
One's definitely more talented. Daniel Jones is definitely more talented than AJ Styles.
Yep. Nakamura kick to the back. And right now it seems like Nakamura's in control of Bryan here. Bryan needs to get back into the game a little bit, and that'll take us to a quick break. Back here on SmackDown, it's Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Bryan, of course, facing Nakamura to, he says, get back into the game a little bit and really prepare himself for Braun Breaker, considering he said this will be one of the toughest challenges of my career. I faced some big guys before, a lot bigger than me, like Batista, like Randy Orton, like Kane, like Brock Lesnar, but there's a different thing about Braun Breaker. I mean, this guy was signed as a undrafted rookie for the Baltimore Ravens, was supposed to be a running back for them. He would eventually get cut and then came here to wrestle, and the guy is fast. I mean, he's a strong dude, but
he was great at breaking tackles.
Yeah, and if he runs at you full speed, I mean, it's almost game over, and I think Daniel Bryan knows that, and he's preparing for that. Now Bryan gonna go for the kicks here on Nakamura.
And if he was signed by Baltimore, then that shows you that he is a great talent, because Baltimore, of course, current RB1 is Derrick Henry, King Henry.
And now Bryan looking to put it away. Going for the running knee. That's won him several championships. There it is. To put Nakamura away. I think Daniel... Oh, wait a minute. That's Braun Breaker. What the hell? The champion is here.
What the hell?
And Brian's distracted.
Shinsuke gets up.
Rolling up Brian. No way.
One,
two,
three.
Nakamura's beat him. And that is not a good momentum booster for Brian. In fact, it's a momentum killer. Losing what could be your last match before Backlash to Nakamura here because of Braun Breaker's interference. And Shinsuke Nakamura with a huge win over Daniel Bryan here on SmackDown.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Bryan's apology didn't stick with Braun Breaker. And here comes Rhea Ripley looking for a response from Bianca. We're 8 days away from Backlash. She still has no response. This is the second to last episode of SmackDown before Backlash. But she says she's ready to challenge her to a match anytime, anywhere. But Bianca has yet to respond to these open challenges.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Oh my god. Who the hell?
And from Miami,
Who's coming out of nowhere?
Oh my god, it's Jade Cargill. What is she doing here? Well, that is not who Rhea was expecting. Nor who Rhea's been calling out for the past few weeks. But we know Jade Cargill has a good relationship with Bianca Belair. In fact, they're best friends, but... why is she here instead of Bianca? Well, I guess we'll find out pretty shortly. I see how it is. You have to answer challenges for your best friend because she's too big of a bitch to actually do anything herself. Why are you here?
First of all, don't talk bad about Bianca. Second of all, I actually only came today to promote the new brand, but I just couldn't. I also came here today to NXT, by the way. I also came here today to talk shit about you, because this is pathetic. You're coming out. Clearly, she doesn't want to fight you, man. Clearly, just let go of it, man.
I'm not gonna let go of it because she's the reason I'm not the face of this brand right now. Io Sky should have lost that title months ago. But guess what? She's still champion. And why? Because of one name only. And that name is Bianca Belair. So sure, come out here, defend your friend, I don't care. But if you get in the way of our business, you will go down faster than she will. And this is not a warning, it's a spoiler.
First of all, no, you're not getting past me. You won't beat me. I'm literally twice your size. B, you're not even if you do get past me, you're not gonna get past Bianca because Bianca's just a better overall wrestler than you.
I will get my hands on Bianca. and you are going down next. In fact, if you don't think I can bash you, how about this? You and me next week on SmackDown in Dallas. How does that sound?
Alright.
You're down? Perfect, because I am too. I'll see you next week in Dallas, you dumb bitch. Wow.
Don't call me a bitch.
Oh my god!
That was good dog power.
So it's these two in Dallas next week. Wait a second! And oh! Takes down Rhea! Jade now on the attack! And look at the power! We see Rhea do this to other people now. Jade's doing it to Rhea! And down she goes!
See you next week in Dallas.
And oh! Rhea's getting the hell out of here.
Coward. Oh. It was a good shot. Hey, you can't disrespect that. It was a very good shot.
Here comes Kurt Angle. Can't imagine he's very happy right now. It's been a rough month for him. And here he comes.
Weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
I'm tired of this place. I constantly get disrespected. I'm treated like shit. Even though I'm one of the most accomplished athletes, not just in wrestling history, but in athletics. I will not sit here for the disrespect. Adam Pearce, I am demanding a world title match within the next month, or I will have this place hijacked. And it's going to start on Fridays, it's going to go into Mondays, and hell, it might even hit NXT. Because I'm tired of being disrespected considering my talents. So I mean it. All of you, I don't care if you want to see me or not. I will be the face of not only SmackDown, but PWG in general. I don't follow the rules here anymore. This place is a disgrace. And I will be the world champion after I get my own way. And Adam Pearce, if you don't give me my own way, I'm going to come over to where you live, and I'm going to make your life hell for you and your family, you piece of shit. That's all I had to say. I will be the face of this company, one way or the other. You can go the easy way and just give me an opportunity within the next month, or the hard way. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, wow. He literally threatened the GM's family on air. Coming up next year on SmackDown, it is tag action. It's Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley versus LA Knight and Gunther. My brother had to dip to New York because of the threat Kurt Angle just made. So he has to let the security know that they got to get some more guards out there in case Kurt tries to do anything crazy. So he'll be inactive for the rest of the show. But as for me, I will stick with you here on or in Sacramento. And yeah, tag action next. Let's see who could pick up the dub here. Is it going to be Team Drew with him and Lashley, or Team Gunther with him and LA Knight? And here comes, of course, the #1 contender for the world title, Drew McIntyre. He will challenge Gunther for the championship in an Extreme Rules match 8 days from tonight at Backlash.
Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Here comes his tag partner, Bobby Lashley, former rival of Drew McIntyre. But tonight, his partner, as they look to take down the world champion and LA Knight in tag action here in Sacramento.
73 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
And here comes LA Knight, of course,
From Los Angeles,
teaming with the world champion. Says he looks to face Gunther in the future, but promised to help him out to take down what he claims to be the two assholes, and Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. Here comes the world champion. What should be his final matchup here before meeting Drew McIntyre in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he will defend that championship.
297 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Gunther.
Tag action next. Gunther and LA Knight versus McIntyre and Lashley. Here we go. Knight and Drew going to start things off here. It's Drew McIntyre, of course, two-time world champion himself, looks to win his third at Backlash in Pittsburgh. And winning this match will be a huge momentum boost. Of course, he's also got a powerhouse on his side with Bobby Lashley, of course. And let's see if they can take down LA Knight and the world champion together. And Knight, clothesline on McIntyre. I'm going to tag in the world champion. That is the Ring General. And go right on the attack on Drew. Cover. And kick out by McIntyre. And now Drew McIntyre with Gunther. And there's a suplex. Picking him up here. And of course, our main event tonight, Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed in a non-title match, one-on-one. And tags in Lashley and Bobby Lashley now. Oh! Right to the arm of the Ring General. And oh, knee there. And this is another potential matchup that would be huge. Gunther and Bobby Lashley. As Lashley goes down hard there. Of course, two big men. Gunther has been a great world champion so far, but in his way has been Drew McIntyre. And he's going on to his second match with him. Again, coming up at Backlash. And Bobby Lashley again with the champion. Lashley looking dominant. A third slam. Cover on the champ. And a kick out from Gunther. Beat down from the Almighty. Going to continue here. We haven't seen much from LA Knight. And look at this. Lashley's just going to continue to beat down here. And how big would it be if Gunther got pinned by Lashley, but especially Drew McIntyre, or gets pinned in this match at all, really. Be a huge momentum loss for him going into his match with McIntyre next weekend. And Drew, big power slam there. Cover on Gunther, who kicks out at one. And this beatdown is going to continue on the champion. Gunther trying to get some momentum back. Hits Drew with a knee. And now going to throw McIntyre here. And tags in LA Knight. And Drew now attacking Knight. And Falcon Arrow. Sends him into the corner. And oh, elbow there from Knight. LA Knight picks up Drew McIntyre. White noise on the #1 contender. Lashley punches him. Down he goes. Drew picks him up. And another big powerbomb there. Cover on LA Knight one. And a kick out from Knight, and that'll send us to a quick break as we will return to Sacramento after this intermission. Back here on SmackDown, it's tag team action. It's Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley versus LA Knight and the world champion Gunther. McIntyre looks to get a big momentum boost ahead of his match with Gunther next Saturday at Backlash. And right now he's in control of Gunther's tag team partner, LA Knight, who is one of the best on the roster today. But right now Drew is in big control here. As, again, winning this match, especially if you pin Gunther, would be a huge deal. And Drew with LA Knight up. White noise! And Gunther counters Drew the knee there, but this time Drew takes him out. And now McIntyre looking to put it away. Claymore missed. Knight kicks him down. And LA Knight with a knee. And Knight picks him up. And Knight now neck breaker. And Drew is weakened here. And Knight gonna pin the, or sorry, not pin, tag in the champion. And Gunther, oh, neck breaker for McIntyre, both men down. Drew getting up first. Another one. And McIntyre seems to be in control here. Chop to Gunther. Gunther chops back. Chop, 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 chop again. Forearm chop. And down he goes. Drew McIntyre with the champion. And LA Knight with a knee. And Drew McIntyre gonna punch LA Knight here. The champion's getting back up though. But LA Knight's taking a hell of a beating on his chest. Gunther, wait a minute, with Drew, powerbomb cover. And oh, Drew kicks out. And he rolls out of the way. Gunther with Bobby Lashley. Shoving his boot there. And Drew from behind takes out LA Knight. And Drew knocks out Charles Robinson. Same guy he was paying off. And now hits Gunther. Oh! Went for the low blow, couldn't get it. And Gunther mocking Drew McIntyre. At that time, he gets it. Low blow. Drew McIntyre now. Claymore on the champ. Knocks out Knight. Not this way. Cover. Is he about to pin the champion? He does. Drew and Lashley win it. And McIntyre pins the champion. And you could argue how it was done, but it was done. McIntyre and Lashley win.
Here are your winners, the team of Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley.
Here on SmackDown, it's the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker taking on Bronson Reed. It's a non-title match. This should be a big clash, and it's our main event here on SmackDown.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Bronson Reed.
So Braun Breaker, of course, 8 days away from a match with Daniel Bryan, where he'll defend his IC title, and he's got a big challenge ahead of him. Bronson Reed is a big boy, so Braun better be ready for this fight. The ring could potentially break with this one.
The WWE Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
Non-title match. Gotta wonder if Braun takes a little bit of a back seat considering his title's on the line, but he should still want to be as 100% as possible, or as healthy as possible going into his match with Daniel Bryan. I mean, Bryan lost to Shinsuke Nakamura earlier tonight because of Breakker. Maybe he'll get a little bit of karma. He hasn't been pinned yet in this company, but that could very well change. And this is our main event. It's up next. Bronson Reed versus Braun Breakker here on SmackDown. Here we go. And right away, Bronson Reed goes down to Braun Breakker. These two have been forces here on SmackDown. Neither of them have been pinned. And one of them should be pinned here tonight. And look at that. Braun Breakker already cut open from Bronson Reed, who picks him up. And down he goes. And, oh, Breakker. Countering. Shoulder block there. Reed was looking for a breather. No forearm there. Going for a clothesline. Braun Breakker takes him down. Breakker going for the legs here of Bronson Reed. Oh, we know how much Reed likes to go high, so that could affect him. And Bronson Reed, big elbow there to the champion. Covering the IC champion here. Braun Breakker won and kick out by the champ. Bronson Reed again picks up Braun Breakker. White noise. Cover once again. And a kick out at 2 from the champion. So Bronson Reed starting to get the better of Braun Breakker here. We already saw a champion pin earlier tonight. That was Gunther, even though Drew cheated by hitting Gunther with a low blow. Could we see Bronson Reed pull up that same upset against Braun Breakker here? It's not an upset because of the size difference or anything. In fact, that would make Braun the underdog here, but more so just because of how dominant Braun has been and the fact that he's the champion. And now, oh, starting to fight back here. There's a right hand. And now Braun Breakker going to wrestle down Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, of course, has been chasing CM Punk, challenged him to a match at Backlash, but we still haven't heard from Punk. And Braun Breakker will take on Daniel Bryan, but wait a minute. Bronson Reed caught Breakker, and down he goes. Now going to the top rope. Braun Breakker rolling out of harm's way, but Bronson Reed's going to jump anyway, and he got him with the elbow. Picks him up. Breakker fighting back here. Oh! Punching him here. Got a hell of a fight here in the main event of SmackDown. Gonna get a little bit of an outside brawl. Back and forth they go. And a headbutt. Bronson Reed with Braun Breakker, down he goes and splashes on him. And right now, looks like the momentum is all with Bronson Reed. Going to the top rope here. Reed splashes, cover to pin the champion. And a kick out from Breakker at 2. And Braun Breakker struggled big time here. This has been probably his toughest opponent yet. And Bronson Reed now with Breakker. Buckle bomb. Almost feels like Bronson Reed's just moments away from closing this one out. Oh. Hits him there. And now rolling out. Tearing apart the announce table. Picking him up. Oh, Braun Breaker still fighting in here. Bronson Reed, though, he's done too much damage. And again, oh, both men down. What a match it has been. Bronson Reed picks up Breaker. Now they're going to fight here on the table. Oh my God. Bronson Reed suplexes him off the table. And the ref's count keeps going, and it's a double count out. Neither man wins, and neither man will take a loss. What a match, but what an odd finish.